Real-time traffic, 7:48. Traffic alerts when they happen. Along with Point 6 News' Carly Canelli, I'm Mark Dornfeld. Tim, Terry, back to you.
KPAM News Time, 7:41. It's First Edition News Talk 860 KPAM, and Thursday morning means it's the First Edition Beer Geek, brought to you by Anktel Heating and Cooling. Hard to say, easy to work with. And what better way to spend a Thursday morning with the Beer Geek than drinking beer with his friends Michael Kora from Montavilla Brewing and Rusty Caldwell with the Growler Run out in Oregon City. Gentlemen, welcome to the Beer Geek.
Thanks, Tim.
Morning, man.
So you guys got an event tonight. It is a Tap Takeover at the Growler Run, a fantastic place for craft beer in Oregon City, and it features you, Michael. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so me and Rusty wanted to do something special for 420 today, so we're bringing 3 of our Belgian Abbey beers, our dual, triple, and dark strong, and we're also bringing a new, brand new IPA featuring Strata hops from Indie Hop that is dropping today just for the event.
So how'd you get this idea to do Belgian beers?
I moved to Portland about 11 years ago with my wife Melissa, and started home brewing Abbey beers about every other weekend. About 6 months straight, just got into it, delved into it pretty hard, using this book by Stan.
Which you can see if you're watching our Facebook Live event right now.
Brew Like a Monk, yeah. So, an invaluable book. So, yeah, I just jumped into the different styles there, and when we opened Montavilla, with a little prodding from my assistant Alex, we did the whole Belgian Abbey series, all 3 of them.
And Rusty, you've been a big supporter of Montavilla Brewing, of other local craft brewers like Coin Toss in Oregon City. What was your reaction when Michael said, "Hey, I've got these beers, put them on tap"?
Well, we talked about it like ways back. I don't know, it's been like a month or 2 ago. Am I doing it right? There we go. And when I tried all 3 of them, they were fantastic beers. And we started talking about doing an event where we could try all of them at once there in Oregon City. And it's always fun with Tap Takeovers. You bring people together who normally might not make it out to Montavilla but really want to try their beer. And also thinking about 420, you know, doing Belgian beers on a Belgian holiday, I guess, you know.
How hard is it?
It's a national holiday.
How hard is it to brew a Belgian beer, Michael, versus other styles, you know, that we're more used to here? IPAs, pale ales, lagers, that sort of thing.
Well, these are yeast-driven beers, so you got to let the yeast do a lot of the work, and that's where a lot of the esters and flavor profile comes from in a lot of these beers. So the malt bill and hop usage is pretty restrained, you know, in comparison with like our typical IPAs. So yeah, let the yeast do the work, and that's the key right there.
All right. I can't believe we've gotten this far into the interview without drinking any beer, so get to work, Michael.
I'm really disappointed.
Pour some beers. And Rusty, I want to give a shout out to you because, I mean, for listeners who know about my other life, Rusty's been a great supporter of ours. He's a great supporter of the brew scene out in Oregon City. And really, you were the first guy who brought craft beer into Oregon City. Go on, admit it.
Oh, that has been really fun to watch. How, you know, 3 years ago when we opened, going from a place that didn't have much craft beer to offer, now just growing up and seeing how it just blooms, and you know, the market's not even close to being saturated, so it's become one kind of family among brewers. And you know, seeing you 2 guys and how this whole program works, it's really cool to be a part of it.
All right, cheers, guys.
Cheers,
All
then.
right, cool.
All right.
Boom. Awesome.
Cheers.
All right, so which one's this, Michael?
So this is our new IPA that's dropping today. This is Cygnus X331 IPA.
And the name comes from where? Tell everybody.
So Cygnus X1 is one of our favorite Rush tunes. We're big Rush fans at the brew house.
Good for you.
And so X331 is the experimental name for the new Strata hop that Indie Hop has developed here. And it's we mix that with Simcoe and the dry hop, and it just gives you this really big melon, berry, dank herbal hit with the Simcoe pine in there, and it's a pretty fantastic beer.
It is very fantastic. So you've got dueling events tonight. You're releasing this beer at Montavilla Brewing on Stark, and you're also going to be you got to clone yourself so you can be out in Oregon City.
Exactly. I'm going to do that.
Yeah. All right, Rusty, tell folks how to find the Growler Run.
Yeah, we're out in Oregon City next to OC Point, across from Clackamas Community College, where Malala and 213 meet.
All right, and Michael, Montavilla Brewing is?
We're in southeast Portland at 78th and Stark. We're right next to our friends at Mr. Plywood, and right across the street from Flying Pie Pizza.
All right, the beer's on tap tonight at Growler Run?
You got it.
Yeah. Which ones?
All 3 Belgian beers, the Belgian double, triple, and the strong, and then our new IPA, the Cygnus.
All right. Cheers, guys. Thank you
Yeah,
so much for
thank
coming in the
you.
studio.
Absolutely.
It is the first
Thanks
edition
for
of
having
Beer
us.
Geek News Talk 860 KPAM. Rusty Caldwell from the Growler Run hosting the Tap Takeover for Montavilla Brewing tonight. All the information on my blog, including the Facebook Live video, if you get a chance to check that out at kpam.com before the end of the show. And that's your first edition Beer Geek for this Thursday. KPAM News Time 7:46. This day in Oregon history is coming up next.